Okay, so a while back I did a review on the One Select electric skateboard from Linnpower. It's a fantastic board. It looks crazy and it has a crazy amount of power as well. One of the most innovative features on that board is a mechanism connecting the trucks to the carbon fiber deck, which allows the deck to be lowered. The lower a board is, the lower the center of gravity. The lower the center of gravity, the better it carves. But to racers, there's another key metric to look at, which is the height of the standing platform versus the hanger pivot center. When the deck standing height is at or lower than the hanger pivot center, normally just the axle of the wheel, it becomes much easier to pull off high G turns. I think it was Mo from Stooge Raceboards who coined this term. He called this effect the Lateral G. Lateral G provides a huge amount of turn assist, so if you're thinking about racing, this is a hugely beneficial feature, enabling racers to take turns much faster. There is a downside though, which is reduced clearance. A board with low clearance is limited to smooth and flat terrain only. Quick insert, I'm giving away a free 4K drone. Follow the instructions down below to enter. The lowest default configuration that the Linnpower The One can do is about 3 inches off the ground, and the deck standing platform is still above the hanger pivot center by roughly 0.9 inches. Honestly, this board already turns so well in its default configuration in the hands of highly capable riders. Just look at Grant, who was able to take second place on his The One Select in the Full Synth Racing series. He was rocking a top speed of 47 miles per hour and was taking high speed turns. Simply amazing, and he did all of that without the lowering kit. So it's entirely possible to do amazingly if you're a great rider. But in any sport, a small edge is all that matters to inch past your competition, and this modification, in my opinion, is a huge improvement. Once the top of the deck is lowered to align with the center axle, you'll feel like you're getting a gravity turn assist when leaning, and it feels extremely apparent. I'm still using the default bushings for the One Select, but I had them cranked down all the way, so much so that I needed bindings to help me turn normally. But now with the lowering kit, turning feels easier again, but it only works if you're taking turns at speed, because you're converting that centripetal force into a downward leaning force more efficiently. This in turn allows you to have even stiffer bushings, so you can go faster in straightaways without compromising turning capabilities. Remember, this only works if you're turning at speed. If you're stationary or aren't moving very fast, the board will still sort of feel stiff. I really have to remind everyone that the board is really low now, about 2.1 inches off the ground. But in my testing, going over curbs that used to scratch and bang up my other electric skateboard is not an issue at all with this one. Sidewalks, speed bumps, and even uneven curbs as high as 2.5 inches is cleared by the lowered kit version of the One. I even tried turning as hard as I could. I was not able to scratch the side of the board on the surface of the road. So I do feel like it's getting super close at that point, so if you're turning really hard and the ground is uneven, you actually might scratch the side of the board. The low center of gravity makes the board feel even more stable than before, even at faster speeds, as it should, because physics. And the super low center of gravity makes the board feels like a better carver now. In my previous reviews, I didn't recommend the One as a good carving board because of the lack of rebound, but with the newfound riding dynamics and the lowered deck, the board actually feels super fun to carve now, in addition to being a high-speed projectile. Oh, and the lowering kit actually extends the wheelbase by 30mm or 1.2 inches as well, making the board longer and more stable in a straight line. Each extension block makes the board 15mm longer. The only complication with installing this kit is that you need to open up the deck and rearrange the motor cables a bit, because the original cables are arranged and tucked in very precisely with no slacks to extend. So much so that the extra 15mm in length added by the CNC block is too long for the current cable setup. But don't be intimidated by this. Linnpower has arranged cables very clearly and made a whole tutorial to watch. It took me about an hour from watching the video to completing the install. In the original setup, there were 2 screws on each side of the truck connecting to the deck. Now there are 6 screws on each side, a total of 12 per truck and 24 per board. That is a crazy amount of screws. I think one of my viewers was questioning the strength of the 2 screws, and Linnpower saw the comment and added a mother load of screws. Now I think we can finally put that to rest. Theoretically, the board can be lowered even more if you use just 4 screws instead of 6 screws on each side as you move 2 screw slots down. This will allow you to use up to 8-inch wheels and still maintain the lateral G gravity assist geometry. But this is not an official configuration, and doing so may put yourself and the board at risk. Speaking of risk, how many of you want to see big wheels on this? I can review that next. Also, there's a kicktail you can include. It's full carbon fiber, it's thick, it's stable, and it's lightweight. To me, it feels slightly too aggressive in the lean angle, but it serves its purpose and functionality completely. With the kicktail, the board feels perfect at length. At the end of the day, I'm super impressed by the handling of the one with the lowering kit installed. Linnpower has addressed every single quirk that I mentioned in my initial review. It's too short? No problem, the CNC block extends the wheelbase by 1.2 inches. It's too high? No problem, the CNC block also now lowers the board by another 1 inch to achieve lateral G. It might be too weak with only 2 screws per side. Okay, here are 6 screws per side for a total of 12 screws per truck. There's no kicktail. No problem. Here is a thick carbon fiber kicktail. Linnpower didn't have to do any of this. They could have just made improvements on the one in the future, as this is how other cheaper brands would have handled it. But nope, I really think Linnpower went above and beyond and proactively resolved every single quirk the board has. These are not even major issues. These are quality of life optional improvements to an already great board. I am very impressed so far by the actions taken by Linnpower. Let me know what you think about this board and Linnpower down below, and I'll see you on the next one.